I at least was not familiar with before this. Definitely going to be keeping an eye on their careers going forward.
Yeah, I mean, said they're absolutely going to jump up the rankings immediately. Someone like Easy, I'm sure he has lots of areas to develop on, but there is no doubting his boldness and his mechanical skill. Game is live on time. That is nice to see. Grand final. Winner goes to the States. Let's get at it.
Away we go. Easy. Nice shot early. Oh, and a second as well. All right. You talked some nice things about him, and he's going to start off strong. So I'm not going to go with their previous pistol strategy. Not going to work out at all here. The space in towards mid, but they need a massive play from Jerks or Mutiris if this one's going to happen. Not quite finding the headshots. And now at this point, they know both players are here. The net is closing. The flank is on. If they back away, well, they're going to find Cielo with some dualies. And Tanir waiting around the corner. There's no way out of this. Just a matter of time now. You Jerks, death by 1,000 paper cuts, but death it will be.
Good round. I mean, easy makes it easy. What else is there to say? Well held. How many rounds have Guns lost on CT Dust2? It's a good question, isn't it? Because it can't be many, given the series they've played. They lost one, of course, against sAw yesterday. They lost one round to Monty, so that's 2. Have they played it any other times in this qualifier? No. So they lost 2 CT rounds.
That's nice. Take that. Might be about to lose one more. So the catwalk presence is gone. Still space on towards A. Molotov gonna force that scout off the angle. That should guarantee the bomb plant. Already a pretty solid result in this round. They need a bit more though. Trade. Haven't gotten that bomb in. Window is closing. When that smoke's gone, life is difficult. Tanir gonna try for the jump. Oh. Finds the kill. Can't deny the bomb plant, though. And this 2-on-2 gets very risky. Both players down low. Roman, nice job. The Tech9, the 2 veterans from sAw, sealing the deal on this one. Guns can be gained. The force buy successful. And sAw are laughing all the way to the bank.
This is genuinely the first time on their CD side they're going to be put under pressure. Right now. Money reset. Force buy up next. We know they can be punching the force buys, but I truly believe sAw, the way you lose rounds in position sAw are in now is by poor fundamentals, by making mistakes. sAw will make fewer mistakes than other teams we've seen in this qualifier. They're not a new look team. They're well versed. And tried and tested. Long taken. All's good in the hood. They could either go now, they could throw one smoke and see how Guns react. That's not a good Molotov, but luckily there's nobody car, so it doesn't really matter.
Ooh. Nice shot from Story. Most dangerous part of the round now dealt with. Scout maybe can be retrieved. Can indeed. Staying strong as he is. It's not an easy with the scope. He will not be able to do much here. It's looking like it should be comfy, especially now as the catwalk player's been cleaned off. There should be very little that these two can do. Trying to bail out. Don't think they're going to be afforded the chance. That's $600 from Tanir. 1,200. Hold on. Okay. Don't let this get out of hand. sAw, let a little extra money made from Tanir might give him a deagle in this round.
Yeah, it could also save for an AWP drop. Actually, yeah, maybe better if Zylo does that. Come the next. Sadaim is going to scout. Okay, sold it. Okay, that makes more sense. This already feels like sAw making statements that we're not coming into this ill-prepared. They look squeaky clean to me so far.
ASO is nice. Meteors will stack one up. Double up. Double up off the rip. Okay. Here we go. First full comfortable gun purchase. There's limitations for sure. That's what the double up will require. We don't have a kit. Don't have a ton of retake utility. But where are they putting these ops? Easy boosted up on catwalk. Where's CLO? He's holding long. So both of them towards this side of the map. B's a little lighter. Tanir's trying to get very aggro here by the mid door fight.
Molly's doing the job here of securing shore control. Guns not fancying that fight. And they're going to remain with majority numbers A. Boost this box in mid. Continue to lean in this direction. Something else that can also happen is if Xylo gets pushed off the long corner here, suddenly they're getting crunched in short and long at the same time. I think if you're going to play this setup, guys, put somebody in pit. I don't see why you wouldn't be aggressive on short with your riflers if you're going to play the AWP long like this.
Seems like saw's picking correctly. If this comes towards B, there's going to be very little ability to do something about it. It'll be up to Selter to have a massive play, and he's got no utility to stall it out. Smoke up. Tanir peeking over the box. Ooh, right way, right time. Good timing on it. Molotov's pressuring him, but yeah, with that B-side player gone, if the bomb makes it over, they are in big trouble. Tira's taking some risks on the jump across, but he does make it. And with that, it should be a save. This would be an ill-advised retake. And yeah, they don't fancy it. Especially with the double up.
Yeah. I think Seltzer's position there relies on Tanir in mid on the box, killing everybody. Not sure it's the wisest. If he plays backside, at least he can take fights for a long time until somebody comes through window. So, I think Gun's getting a bit exposed in this round. Again, I don't like how they played A there. I don't think it was wise. Didn't really become a factor, but got to set yourselves up for the best possible results. AWPs will be saved. They're on 2.9 loss bonus. So, strictly speaking, they could drop 2 M4s and buy again. But that is... they're going to see compromises. And they're going to do it. Not so bad, actually. Easy Xylo did carry through a little bit of nadage.
Whoop! Gonna make you a little nervy. There is no presence on B early on. Roman just gotten a kill towards long. Does that hold them? Molotov in the nick of time. Saw we're just thinking about probing this.
I feel like they should cancel.
At a peak. Spotted them. That's a problem now. Oh, this is a blunder. It does feel very ill-advised from Saw. They predetermined where they were going with that. And despite the pick out towards long, it didn't pull any rotation. They were too quick into it. Well, opportunity to convert here for guns. They still have to deal with Roman.
He might save.
He's got so much money, though. If he gets one more kill, I feel like it's worth it. They got cash to spare. There will be no issues with the next buy. Every gun he takes away from them is so valuable. He's got time to cook. Obviously not considering the round victory here with bomb out of control.
If you're gonna play for, he's gonna say. Let's rewind about this round. So sAw, they default with numbers here in tunnels. The AWP was there of story. Story can post and let the rifles walk if there's no rifles down. And the meanwhile, they got a kill on long. And the bit that perplexes me is, I think Mutiris could have had eyes on the mid cross. That's why I was calling cancel, because I felt like they should know. You commit B there if you know the B, if you know that somebody's rotated. I don't think they did. It was too much of a risk and a man advantage. They should have bided their time. And I can almost guarantee that Barry is having the exact same discussion right now. sAw is taking this game deadly seriously. It's obvious to me. Instant pause. Discuss the mistake. Made a change. Hit hard immediately. What is the move? You jerks is a great long spawn. They're not going to use it. Just a default round.
Ooh, they're expecting the aggression.
Does catch.
What a read!
Beautiful.
Talk about making an adjustment as well to your opponent off of yesterday's game, right? That's such a call out that you're boosted up and you're not focusing on the door cross. You're focusing on the lower play.
Yeah, specifically because Xylo jump spots probably to see there's nobody in the drop down area. And he thinks, oh cool, I can push. No sir. Great read.
That's very cheeky.
Equally, they might have watched some demos and said, we need to cover off this tendency.
Sets them up with a really nice 5v4. Space already through the mid doors as well. You can tell guns are wary about this mid to B. As they should be. The options are still open though with the player on catwalk. And pressure from the utility is going to pull Selter's focus. He has to be wary that a player could lurk out around the smoke. And that does mean that Tanir is a little isolated here. Smoke comes through for the split. This could be tough. Good flashbang. Good clear. Take the initiative. Make it a little bit easier. But now, once again, it's pressure on his Selter. He's tucked into the corner. He's done this before. Two found out of it. Monstrous from Selter. He'll go down, but he's done his work. Sets up his teammates in a 2-on-2 retake. Still does favor sAw, but they need to get these numbers punched in quickly. Curious? Is he going to make a play through the smoke? This is bold. This is so bold on the fade. He's walking it. Yeah, that's going to get punished. A little bit too much here. Hoping perhaps the guns were going to be a bit over-eager. Now leave Story in the clutch. This guy's been incredible, though. And once again, no! Will not be able to lock in that last shot. Gave himself a prime opportunity. But it falls to the guns.
It was briefly a 2v4, so I don't even fault them for giving it that good a try. Yeah, I think sAw were banking on that, the B pressure pulling a rotation. That's why they sat in mid for so long. It didn't come. Didn't get an easy kill. The flash clear from Tanir is very timely for guns and clearly the opposite for sAw. That's what wins the round. For the moment, guns are staying in this, but they're heaving a lot of numbers away on these round wins. They're not banking up economy, and we know how important that is on the CT side of Counter-Strike. They're not out of the woods yet. They desperately need a clean round to feel comfortable. They might swing off short. They know there's one player close to mid. They know the AWP is left side. Yeah, exactly. Nobody A, no AWP. Perfect mid-rounding. Very decisive. This round is probably already over.
Feels that way. Self's now been dropped. Oh, everyone's gone from middle. It's just these two players remaining, trying to find safe haven, and I mean, they're going to hunt. Story's picking up the line, making sure they can't get out of the long house. This time, no. Feels like he has to make a move. He'll be able to survive, at least for the moment. Don't know if the story is going to want to brawl this so much without his teammates close at hand. He's just tucking. He's tucking for the moment. The hunt is definitely on.
Surely he doesn't live.
You would think not, but he could at least make it costly for them. Here comes the move. No possibility. Yeah. Well isolated, well played for surviving. Nothing taken through for guns. And after that clutch in the last means the finances are going to be in shambles. That's a really nice round for sAw.
It was just perfect. Just perfect. The way the round unfolded, it's a hallmark of the top teams. The speed you can accelerate when you know what's going on. You know the AWP is mid. You just killed a player right side mid. It's 2A and there's probably not an AWP there. Very well versed. And that's for a team that actually hasn't played that much Dust2. Even better. Of course, coming into this series, I don't want to say assumed guns were going to win Dust2, but based off what we knew, we felt like it's the probable route of this series. 3 maps, win Dust2, then it goes to Anubis where they have a chance. If they can't convert this map, that is scary, with Nuke up next.
Total non-starter in this round. And I think you're absolutely right, the roadmap you painted there. I mean, this is already phenomenal, considering the way it went last time, right? sAw got 1 round on their previous T side. Stacking up 6 here. I do have to imagine they're feeling massively confident.
They're just playing brilliant Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
It's just
the best.
It's just... Yeah, it just looks... Good CS just feels good.
I think it's also a really nice situation for them where the only reason they wound up fighting at all on Dust2 was that Story went Super Saiyan with the AWP, and then that was a huge factor in them taking the series. This time, he's having a good map. He's still Story. Still doing great. You don't need him to be dropping 20 or 30 or whatever it was.
They should be able to win this as a team without you jerks or Story or Rostos being peak level. Sure, if they're playing phase in a stage match, yeah, okay, sure. But in the here and now, sAw's default baseline level Counter-Strike should be enough to see them through to this LAN tournament. And all eyes are on guns. We need adaptations. We need new looks. We need opening kills. And look at this, the way sAw are defaulting. Molly on catwalk. You're not peeking easy. Just getting disrupted in ways he hasn't been in other games yet.
Yeah. It made very uncomfortable. Here's
he just
another
can't play at
Molotov.
the moment. He just can't get a fight.
Force him off the spot. Tanier risks the Molotov because the flashbang. He thought he was a dead man. Had to get out of there. Taking this round, they're taking this space. Nice flick around for Jerks. That could have been really bad. The timing was beautiful for Stain, but you only get... Oh, okay. All right, Mutiris. Where's this come from? The old guy's got some tricks here. And now, once again, Guns might just have to pull the plug on this. They want to give it a look. The tick of the Molotov is going to betray Tanier. It's all just about this catwalk play. Nade pop. Good damage on the Celter, even without the kill. Molotov to follow it up. Bomb ticking away. It's a little bit of desperation here, but they really should pull the plug.
Is there some confirmation bias of how many crazy rounds they've won in this tournament? Because this isn't the first round where they have pulled the plug too late.
Well, yes, but I also think the other side of that coin is part of the reason they've been able to catch teams so off guard and provide so many upsets is that they do have this propensity to go for the crazy round. So I think it is
yeah,
maybe one of those things where it's tough to dial in the sensitivity of when you go for it and when you don't.
Oh, they definitely kept the money low this round. But being as it's round 11, there might just be enough money anyway for sAw to buy twice. No matter what. What's the cool guns? Guns are gonna, yeah, they're gonna buy around these guns. But that does mean no AWP for easy. Dust2's T-sided, but it's not this T-sided. We need more rounds. We need wiggle room. No low aggression again. They've learned their lesson on that front. They're going to push these long hauls for sure. There's no way they're holding two up close for fun. And they don't take it.
No.
They have no info. They have no idea what's going on.
Jake's giving us a peek over that. Cat smoke. Oh, that looked on. Not finding the headshot, but putting them on notice. I might be able to catch off Roman depending on the timing of this lurk out.
I think he's the more likely one to wait. He doesn't need to make a single move. He'll know that when his teammates come off short, this long play will feel very compelled to clear, to join his teammates. We're watching the hit, but don't forget the lurkers. That fight was long. It's pivotal, and sAw does win.
That's huge. Gives him a rifle as well to then play the rest of this round. So now he can be a factor from range on long. CLO collects. Here we go. Time is such an issue now. They need something. They need some kills. Bomb plant goes down. Jerks some damage, but that's it. That's all she wrote. Nicely played, and you're absolutely right. It was all about that lurk from Stein. The patience to not flinch as the catwalk hit is coming in. Huge.
Well, both players are playing that game. I was surprised Roman went so early. It might be because his teammates come off catwalk. They see a lot of util and stuff, and it's like, wow, maybe guns are really focusing the site. But he was wrong. He was wrong. And guns make it to 4. sAw, a big part of that. Again, he's the highest rated player for them in this qualifier, which has been a bit of a surprise given, if you check HLTV, he's not actually on the roster at the moment. Why not? sAw have dispensed an unbelievable amount of their util for this long take. 1 smoke, 1 flash.
That's a hell of a shot out of Mutiris. And Tanir followed up on. Did rattle, did rumble, did slow this down, but didn't stop them. Crazy that Mutiris, with the op right now, is cooking. Need to rattle in. Good damage on Mutiris on this line. Again, if he finds CLO, there's the shadow. Oh, but the flick doesn't land. The flick doesn't land. Gone to the sidearm. Whoa, but they make it work. They make it happen, and sAw walk away with double their opponent's line to send us to the break.
Somehow live in a moment in time where I was yours and you were mine. 'Cause when I'm one night together. I can feel the fire. One night together. Baby, take me higher. You've taken all my love. I just want to feel your touch. Yeah. Oh, it's one night together. Baby, take me higher. Oh, it's one night together. I can feel the fire. Oh, it's one night together. Baby, take me higher. You're taking all my love. I just wanna feel your touch. Oh, it's one night.
Well, now this one's gone a little differently, hasn't it, Alan?
Yeah. I mean, Guns lost 2 CT rounds before this game. That is quintupled, up to 10. Blink of an eye. We also haven't actually seen them play that much T-side, given the propensity for them to smash in the defense. So we're asking questions. They're under pressure. They are great front runners. We've seen that plenty of times in this qualifier, but now they need to dig deep, or this series is in serious trouble.
There's the first one. First blood from Stame. He's got this control, and now Orozdos is super isolated. Has to deal with this whole take himself. Chipping away with the dualies. Will find one, but another kill in towards mid means this is stacking up very nicely for the Guns. And they're going to take it all the way. Nice hold from mid. Stame again being the big performer.
He's really spooled up over this tournament. Really has. This is it's actually been a really troublesome map for Easy so far. And today is stepping up huge pistol round. And they need to make good on this. Simply have to. sAw have decided to force up. It's pretty hard actually to play these force by rounds on Dust2. Not the easiest. You're playing the range game with the pistols a lot of the time. And they've chosen to fight long. How many players we've got here? 7 between the teams. Missed corner smoke. Something's going on up there from one of the CT smokes. And Tyrus goes for the fight. Doesn't last long. Roman really going to commit in for more duels.
I'm mostly surprised they're sticking around here for Guns. All this presence, so much space elsewhere on the map, but they are winning the weight of it. They're very determined.
In some ways, that just is Dust2. It's always been like this. Long is just, it's just such a favourable position once you've got it as T anti-eco that you're willing to risk it for the biscuit. But now they reroute. We've got Story is jiggling. He's not seeing anything in pit. U-Jerks is on catwalk on the ledge. Noise made now. And for 30 seconds, they're going to go. Orozdos on location. Sees players up close. Easy gets another. That's from Long. And the rate they're going, they're going to have both sites.
And they do. Nothing taken through. Presumably means we're going to get a pretty bare bones eco in this one.
Yeah.
As Guns have condensed the scoreline very quickly off the rip in the half.
This is game on now, isn't it?
Trying to remember how that second half started last time around. It must have been a sAw pistol win. Otherwise we wouldn't have gotten a half, would we?
I believe Guns went 6-all against Sashi.
You know,
Memory serves me correctly. Again, we're really lacking data on their T sides. We just don't know. We just don't know, especially under this pressure. Keep in mind that for players like Easy and Xylo, this is one of the bigger games they've ever played.
You know, we've had the narrative wrong here, Alan. It was Guns who started on the T side last time. The 11-1 came on their T side. You Jerks, though, putting a blade in the back, picking up a rifle. Things are getting interesting here. Jerks finding more damage. Making it expensive. Knows this is player. He's got the bomb in his grasp. Shelter trying to toy with him. His teammates out. But all it's going to take is a headshot. What a turn! How is he still alive? Not long for this world, surely. Oh my god, he brings it right down to the last.
Well, that would have been the round of the tournament. If you won that. Holy cow. You Jokes has just arrived in this grand final, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You can have your Taniers, you can have your Sedames. You Jokes is something else. So it's not a round win, but he has done so much to blunt the economy. In a round that should have been a freebie. That's frightening.
On car. Tested here, but he's got the AWC this time around.
So watch Mutiris. Mutiris is the man who has to make the call whether he thinks it's a mid B or an A round. Right now he thinks it's a mid B. He'd be wrong. Story could get caught in transition too. He's forced wide by the Molotov. Finds one and there's a bit of a gap. There is a gap. Makes it two. He's been formidable in this qualifying. This round is no different.
Oh. A miss on the quick flick, though. That will open up the possibility of a bomb plant. There's still this player mid, Stam. He's shown patience before in these positions. This time faced off with a Rose Dose, but he's got to get a move on. That's not to be. Clean up from sAw. Body staying alive. Bomb will be defused. And a 9th round found.
I mean, talk of patience. The amount of time Roslos just sat there in the right side of mid holding. Waiting for the flank, waiting for the lurker. He wasn't moving a muscle until he got confirmation on what those T's were doing. Story's such a beast. Wowzers. Slimmest a gap in that Molotov and he finds two. Pours in for guns. The money's all over the shop. Did I really hero warp or what was the deal here? I guess so. I got a force.
Shelter with the AWP? Where's the spawn?
I think he's got the long spawn.
Yeah, it has to be it. Only thing that makes sense. Alright, this is gonna get weird.
Spy is borderline. This is a dice roll. Upsides are big, but the downside is potentially even bigger. What have you got for a
It's a long
Seltzer?
fight. Ooh, burning. Doesn't get the shot to land. 58 seconds. See if he sticks on the AWP or if he gives that back over. He is close at hand. And yeah, he's got the op. That makes sense. So the initial foray, not so successful, but now they've taken some space towards Catwalk. Smoke to greet them. And actually, Selter might be testing this mid-smoke.
Guns don't have the nades to muck about with pressuring and then, you know, deviating between how they're going to end this round. They need to make a decision soon. What have we got? Rostos here has a full nade set. It's going to be very tricky, I think, to split B.
Looks like the idea, though. Here comes the smoke. Everyone's in tunnels. He giving up all A presence. Celta trying to make the play through, but it's all about this op. There's the first strike from Story, and they've got nothing to dig him out. One by one, he picks them apart through the smoke for the last. Not a bullet misplaced from Story.
Do you think he saw the fourth? Because I don't think he did.
Who knows?
I think that was a pot
I think the
shot.
fourth might have taken a shot, and maybe he saw the smoke dissipation, but I've no clue.
God, that was glorious. Guns haven't faced anything like this yet.
It's crazy to think about what a subtle change making the smokes dissipate around bullets was, and how radically it changes the information game. Ooh. Dirk's playing a risky game. Getting a little less risky as his teammates continue to find damage. Whoop. Whoop. He wanted that eek. He wanted that eek. Give me something, he says. And he's going to get two.
Saw's a long way in the lead now. I've got, what, probably two buy rounds in reserve as well.
Hmm.
It's going to be really tricky for Guns to deny overtime, let alone win this map. And maybe they're digging through the playbook too. No long spawns this time. Zyler might get aggressive. He's actually burnt a lurk smoke outside of the doors. The sAw aren't respecting this. They're going to take mid in response. We know that long isn't really being contested, but they don't.
He's very vulnerable now. Selter trying. Oh, not working out, but Story down. Mutiris as well. They're in big trouble. Lost the cat presence. Jerks looking like he wants to make a bold play. Had the right idea, but the wrong spot for the crosshair, and now this one's over. There's money to spare, but there's no sense throwing it away willy-nilly, so Roman will try and survive, and the guns will not go down without a fight.
There was a lot going on there. Guns, pressure long. sAw, give it. sAw, fight mid, which means they leave a one-man solo B. Said man solo B couldn't hold on for long. That is the chess game of Dust2. This round at least Guns have prevailed. No saved either. As mentioned, there's plenty of money here for sAw, but it's not going to last an infinite amount. So, Guns still in the game. More work to do, though. More where that came from. And check out the CC setup, double AWP. That rice is real sweet. There's something big and green in it. Gets even better.
Oh, I don't know if I want something big and green in my rice pudding. Personally, me personally. I don't know if that's the recipe I'm looking for, but I'm interested. I'm intrigued, Alan.
Listen, Hell's Kitchen is back. That's what I'm saying.
Is it?
I believe so, yeah.
Gordon Ramsay's dug that one out. Sure. See hello? Whoop, whoop. Oh, there's not there. Surely not another one. Oh, uh-oh. Tag, not a frag, though.
That was a bad read, Mike. He should have saw there was a Rosdos that got the AWP kill. He swung thinking there's no AWP here. This read,
edge of the
just
smoke.
gets the catch as well. Dink to boots. Zello's low too. This doesn't look good.
They got no smokes either. They've spent all their smokes in towards mid. There are 3 of them across the line, so...
Where's the rotation?
Somebody needs to come into support. They're pushing along catwalk. The long player's still stuck. Mutiris, okay, they're in trouble now. If there was anyone to fight through the door, this would be a lot more comfortable, but because Rosdos was on an island, the bomb's now crossed. The bomb's going to go down. They don't have any nades for this retake. This suddenly becomes very viable for Guns. Molotov and a nade picked up. That's good. That's good value. They have to get past easy first. First shot misses. These nades could be deadly. That's a first shot in. Molotov ticking. They're so low. Just CeeLo. Position known. And down he goes.
I think this round getting into a 3-on-3 after plan is a lifeline that Guns couldn't afford to give away. It was sAw that played slightly too static. And, you know, I don't want to call people out, but Easy isn't playing the same level of Counter-Strike he was the last few days. He's a young player. He's playing maybe one of the biggest games of his career so far. They desperately need him, but the connections are evading the young AWP at the moment. Guess the pause is to sort out the buy because it's not perfect. Far from it. Going to be 2 more Galils, I suspect, on Celta and Sedame.
We just get to listen to the rhythm of the butterfly knife. Like crickets chirping on a still summer night.
How serene. Too bad it's a deadly weapon of war.
Could be beauty and danger. But here we go. Rosdos off that op. Playing a little closer to the fray. Lots of presence coming out lower. Story could have his hands full here in a moment. There's the jump across. Can't quite punish that. They want to just bring the pressure through. Story gets one. Backpedaling here. Hits the second. On the boxes. Story taking control. Dropping the bomb again. They can't not chase this man down. Pushed back in the flank by the threat of that op. U-Jerks capitalizes. It all falls to Stame. And it's looking like Dust2 is over. End of story.
Good line. Been saving that. Good line. You got that one in. Yeah, I mean, we said it all throughout. This changes the complexion of the series. Guns have played some great Dust2. I don't even think they played necessarily a terrible game here. sAw were just the better team. They called well. They rotated well. The individuals looked good, especially towards the end. They're phenomenal on this map. The red carpet is absolutely there.
Yeah, they are. The one complicating factor, I would say, the one like line that you can maybe paint for guns is that they just played them on Nuke, right? And that there's always that element of playing the same team twice on the same map in so many days. We saw it on Dust2. Certainly sAw had a lot of adjustment to what they expected Guns to do after the first go-around. You would hope that Guns might have some of that, but the problem is Guns is a less experienced team. They have less support around them in terms of structure, in terms of availability. They've been playing a lot more Counter-Strike these last couple days, so they've been very busy. So I just don't know that they've necessarily had as much time to dissect that one and what went wrong. But they are definitely going to have their work cut out for them. This is nice. A lot of work being cut through the flesh of sAw. Even time to reload those dualies. Bobby still has presence. Mutiris could have been done for. Bomb is down by the ramp players for sure. And it's still a 2-man setup here. So, well, Stein can't find the targets. There's the flank on. No, it hasn't been revealed yet. It was still Tenier from the front who got this kill. And Tenier who will get them all.
Yeah, hectic. Pretty hectic round. Tenier does very well. Manages his position. That's what Guns needed. This is definitely a map where Guns, I think they need both pistols. I think they need to convert both pistols. And they need to win a lot of clutches. We have seen that in this tournament, but not against a team of sAw's form at the moment. That is our fear.
Modown outside, keeping it clean as, and now up on top of the hut. Ooh, coming on down. Pillow breaking his ankles. En route to the chase.
Okay. Carry those MP9s forward, no AWP. For the defense. If it changes how they posture. On the CD side, some teams would load up ramp or lobby crunch or anything of the such. And with Celta dropping some of his nades, he might use to play an up close and personal position. DD well, he's in towards Squeaky. And he's gone through. That is audacious. There's a gap behind his own Molotov he tries to play off, but that has not worked.
Secret engagement. Oh, Meteors gets that kill. Now things are so very opened up for sAw. That's a big find. That's a huge find. Information deny about what's going on outside. Easy's stuck here. Oh, they're not going to expect him this late, but now they spot. Now they're ready. Somehow almost gets 2 out of that. You got to chase down up on the roof. CeeLo with an MP9. Even if he finds the flank, what can he possibly hope to do to
That was
deny
not
this
the gun.
round?
That was not the gun. I'm somewhat surprised Sadamir is even trying to contest. Does collect the first. Make it 2. Okay. Headshots found, but the HP bars are troublesome. Molly on the planter will force you jerks to swing. Xylo is here. Flashbang for him now to peek from Decon. Working very well together. And somehow, from a 2v4, it is just you jerks. Has an angle onto that diffuser. Finally finds the kill. And now this is a very awkward one-on-one for Guns to win.
Yeah, it should be nearly impossible. 10-second defuse as well. Yeah, that's all the confirmation Udrix needs. He knows he's won it. Starym knows he's won it. AK for both of them to be saved through, but it will be a critical round for sAw. More expensive than it needed to be.
Much more. Much more.
Around
much
win
more.
nonetheless.
Where's their loss bonus? 1-9. They'll be eco if they lose this round. So an opportunity for Guns. Opportunity. And their buy is very good. Very, very good. It's just easy. That's sacking himself off a few nades to that AWP. And as we mentioned earlier in the qualifier, he was doing heinous things on Nuke. Didn't play his best game on Dust2 to kick us off for this series, but we know this young man has it in him to be a tremendous factor.
Absolutely. And got caught on the smoke pops. Easy tagged up. Hang on here. Got some players down secret, but the bomb hasn't crossed, and I think at this point they'd have to re-smoke if they were going to do it.
This is
A
very
weird
early
middle
in the
ground
round
now.
for the CTs to have no nades. Very early.
You have Tanir poking up top outside. Easy's now down. That's the op out of play. That's going to take some of the danger factor of movement up top here out of play. So they're going to seize control here in the big garage, and to great effect as well. Kill after kill being tallied. Celta in the vent, Tanir back sight. They have to make a move. They have to do something. Right now, these players are completely isolated, and sAw are content to let them spin their wheels. Roman will get run over.
Okay, they're going to pull the plug. That's because they don't know where Celta is. There's a risk they could have committed there into 2-on-A. Play against the known and not the unknown. So they redistribute the forces. Players in heaven now. This is a formidable position. Wherever guns are, wherever they are around lobby. Should be good. Just got to make sure Tanir here can't have an impact and get up that ladder.
Bit awkward on the engagement, but now the element of surprise gone. I mean, this shouldn't work. Jerks really did not expect him to come back up that ladder. Really was not ready for the audacity of that maneuver. But just no kit, no util, no time. They still have to concede that they're going back up. Is that just for the gun? Yeah, that's just for the gun.
Still a really good round by sAw. They have such poise. They're so aware of the map. And And again, guns against other teams were getting away with pushes and aggressions that simply here are not working. And surely that's money gone for the CT side. Looks like it. So Dame could buy. They had a tiny bit more money. I think they would buy around these rifles, but I would urge the more cautious approach, I think.
Hopefully whatever this is going to be quickly resolved. I guess there might be something going on with Stein. Considering the fact that he does have a little bit of money to invest and hasn't done so.
Yeah, we have no info at the moment, but we'll pass it over if we hear anything. For those unaware, Atlanta is the first weekend of October, isn't it?
Yes.
Be a lot of fun. sAw, should they win this series, we discussed this yesterday. Very legitimate case. In fact, maybe even an ironclad case that they're favourites to win the tournament.
Yeah, I think they almost immediately are. I mean, if you look at who's already into the event, they'll have a good 10 points on the rankings over them immediately. They'll have just come off of, this really strong run in IEM Cologne.
They must
So
have been
you can't
so
imagine
close to getting a world ranking invite.
to this.
Yeah, they must have been about 30th. I'm just checking, actually.
I think the invites might have gone before Cologne.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They would have definitely got in post-Cologne, but it's normally a couple months. I will tell you. Yeah, this is why. So towards the end of last season into the player break, their ranking actually tanked a tiny bit, just low enough. I think they're ranked 29th or something. So I think they're one place off getting an invite. But they're earning it. They're earning their right passage at the moment. That's for sure.
Yeah, they certainly are. And I mean, having that opportunity going in, being the strong favorites on LAN as well, to then get a Pro League spot would be tremendous for them because they weren't able to do it this last time around. They weren't able to do it for this
the main
season.
thing, I think for them, barring whatever, we're not totally sure who's going to play out next year, but they should have the world ranking, I'd have thought, next year to get in. But it's just the way it shows, isn't it? It's something you can build towards. It's for the organization. It's a sponsor deck. You go to your sponsors and say, we're going to have this many games for sure on a big stage. And
and you say, look, we've got this trophy lift. You put that photo in there, you get that trophy lift. That can propel a lot of teams forward. We've seen it before. We've seen a lot of teams build momentum off of a Challenger LAN win. Thinking about Movistar Rider, thinking about VP loved to go back and forth into those. I wish I could say that Complexity had done it, but golly, not so much.
Yeah,
still,
they were in a different position, though. They were playing that event for, I don't want to say for fun, but it was more like just to round out their season. It wasn't the springboard that it was for Monty last season or a VP the year before.
Well, it does seem like we've still got a bit of time here. So I'm thinking maybe we're just going to take the briefest of breaks and hopefully be right back with you in a flash.
gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you. Kick back, relax, there's no rush in wrapping things up for good. Feels like you're my first crush back then in the neighborhood. And higher we fly, admire the beautiful things you do. And higher we fly, desire these moments just with you. With you, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, yeah. It never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. It never felt so right with you. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. Hope you feel the same way too. I'm gonna hold on to you, hold on. I can't believe it's so true. Whenever you touch my hair, I'm feeling closer to you. Nothing else can compare. And higher we fly, admire the beautiful things you do. And higher we fly, desire these moments just with you. With you, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh.
We're back into it. Thanks for bearing with us there. Issue has been resolved. A reminder of circumstances. Bit of a broken bye here for Guns as they try and get back on track. Saw can capitalize and punish. And the answer is early, very much so. Tanier also drops that rifle down on the roof, which means good luck getting it back.
Yeah, gonna need some Mission Impossible level stuff to recover that. Okay. So Guns decided to load up Secret here. Contest with numbers. For now, they've been completely rebuffed, so the two main moves they're trying to make on this eco, and I guess it's more of a save around the eco around the saves. Haven't really transpired. Cleaning up shop here are sAw. I'm not sure they're going to find much more, and this AK is a value sell to. Might want to just hold on to this.
Surely. Surely this becomes about the save now. Don't think he agrees with me. Oh! They line up! Hold on! Hold on! What on earth? Two players stacked up, and now he's trying to chase. Bomb doesn't want to get given up. Oh, but if he drops... He even had the right idea, but Roman was ready for it. Wow, what a lineup. That'll keep you on notice.
Tony will. Good news though is that sAw's T side, so camp runs a little bit more. Okay. Well, we have been talking like this is sAw's series to lose the whole way, haven't we? We're basically giving them the spot in Atlanta already. And the earnest is now on Guns. To prove all of us wrong. They proved everybody wrong so many times in this qualifier. We just need 2 more maps, man. That's barely a blip on the radar of the stunning scenes they've already showed us.
What you got this time? You're in the rat hole. Talking in. No support close at hand. Closest would be easy. Working his way down the ramp. Now with this wind is broken, surely that's going to send out the bat signal to bring him on in. The moment they haven't cleared, there it is. And now, well, I don't know that Batman should show up, but he will indeed, and get his head taken off. It's the Joker laughing all the way in this one. Saw look bang on for a 4th round.
Yeah, that felt like a very late decision from Easy to come and help, didn't it? And like so many times in this qualifier, Guns give these rounds a look in. I'm not saying they're going to commit, but they'll stick around and see what they can get done. Couple kills for Tanir. There isn't a kit. There isn't time. But he keeps the money very low.
I mean, really.
Does he die to bomb? Whatever happens.
He will now. So I've been losing some extra bodies on this, so there's not really money to spare. But of course, this one's going to be very limited in scope, so it shouldn't be too impactful.
So we're finding gaps. The Guns rotations are suspect.
Walk through the smoke. That's collected. Roman is so very low. I think he might have spotted the player getting up the ladder, but at this point, it's mostly about keeping his guns out of their possession. His guns are setting up. He's exit. Oof. That's got to make you nervous.
It takes a bold man to call a vent diver free play against pistols. 157 in the vent, and you're upset. Easy. Good cleanup. And Guns haven't called many pauses. I would if I was them right now.
Yeah, this is still early, but this feels like such an important round. You've already got 5 rounds on the T side. You've had I mean, even some of the damage that you've been doing is already when the round is long done with. Utility's going to be super limited. They go for the smokes. Look at this. 5 smokes.
They're gonna lobby crunch. They haven't bought full nades. They've got to do something.
Yep, here it goes. Rushing in towards Trophy. Here's that crunch. Roman, though, crunching right back. It's so messy. The 2-on-2, and here's the advantage now. All falls to Easy. He might be able to get vision on this bomb. And he's going to bring the fight right to them. No, they've retrieved it. He's going to know that it's not there anymore. Does he realize? Are the comms there? Does he put together where they might have gone? Well, they've already made it down fence. So they have escaped him. They have gotten away with this. He'll be hot on their heels. The bomb will be planted. Mutiris is watching. Oh, they're playing together as well. Shadow advantage isn't enough for that one. Starting to get very dire here if you're Guns.
Yeah. It's a bold approach. Crunch lobby like so. I mean, it does mean they can full buy again. And the interesting part. But, we need rounds, man. We need rounds. Saw are making so many good small decisions. The call to go down the vent is perfect. As soon as you get out squeaking, you meet no resistance. There's no way on earth the remaining player is on the lower side for Guns.
To give you a reminder as well, if you're just tuning into this one, if you missed the last time these two teams met up, 2 days ago. Guns started on the T side. Got all of 1 round out of that.
I believe it was 11-0 as well. Memory serves me correctly.
I believe so. And they converted the last. And then Guns won the second half pistol. Converted another round off of that. And then it was all she wrote. So far, this is kind of going to expectation.
Yeah, we did say it last night as well that, you know, Guns have already won. They've already played an incredible qualifier. They're going to shoot up the ranking. But I do think for them, they're here to play competitive Counter-Strike. They weren't really in Map 1. Map 2 is heading the same way. Ujux and Rossos just massacre absolutely massacre the offense on the offense. There's no stopping sAw at the moment.
No. No. They're living up to their name. It was, again, just a situation of trying to hold on to guns. Trying to give yourself something to build forward with. Bomb will be planted. sAw are going to be on the hunt. There's certainly no reason not to be.
Now it's definitely time for a pause. Knowing this team, they might even feel compelled to force buy with these saves.
Mm-hmm.
Which I somewhat understand, but you don't want to play too many rounds of limitations.
I mean, there will be 3 rounds left in this half, right? So your choice is, do you force buy? Let's assume they say both guns. It's not looking actually that likely right now. Look at Story. Ooh, he's hungry. Story is hungry. Story is dead. So now they should save both rifles. So let's assume they save both rifles, which they have. Bomb scary. You can get pretty good buy here around these 2 guns. Not great, but acceptable. Then you save 1, then get a 1 final buy in the half. I think that's going to be the logic here.
Here they go.
I just don't think, 4 is realistically enough. So they're going to try and go for all of it. Try and get this as close as possible.
The hard bit about their CT side is they have shown quite a few different looks. Tried to play strung out rounds, hasn't worked. Tried the lobby aggression, hasn't worked. And this time, Mutiris finds Easy over the smoke. Of course, Easy doesn't have the AWP in this round. Limitations coming in. Where was that kill? Was that push? Oh, pushed Hut.
Yeah. They're getting bold. They're feeling the desperation, so they're getting a bit wild with it, and they are very dangerous. But look at this, though. Roman's gotten past them onto A. The bomb's stuck, but does Roman piece together that they push Squeak? This is such a weird situation. You have both sites, but you can't get the bomb to them.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. Puzzle stuff. Ujix, though, coming up the ramp. Never in a million years is Tanir expecting that. Sadaim's a way out. Seltzer's in garage. Confirmation now on his positioning.
Now it's over. Now it's over. Completely and entirely. I mean, this is a desperation nade, but there's not even really the damage to have done anything with it. And as he goes over the lip, surely one of these players is going to find the uppercut shot, and there it is. The story holds true. Guns have yet to find a CT rifle round against this team.
Tyler's just tilt ball.
Actually, sorry. Scrap that. I think they have yet to find a rifle round. I believe their last round of the previous game was a force buy.
Long drought. We get a half eye out here for guns. But very little util, actually. They've already shown their hand of a lobby crunch. Can't be doing that again. And wow, sAw is aggressive. Roman through the smoke. Finds 2. Hello, in the meantime, did find a couple frags of players coming out of Squeaky. So it is even Stevens. This is as far as the players alive are concerned. But sAw has positioning, rifles, and nades. You'd still favour them.
One for one on Roman. Easy. Connecting with the Deagle. It's all about this defuse. It's all about this defuse. And they're going to start to get tapped on. There's a kit. I don't know if Mutiris will realize there's a kit. No, he doesn't at all. He doesn't check it. Doesn't expect it. And that'll finally be a round 1 through. Guns have found their third. They've got something here to fight with, Alan.
They did. You kind of lose it in the carnage, but Xylo's 2 kills pay huge dividends in the end. Massive dividends. Okay. It's still a half of damage limitation. There's no if buts a way around it. We need 4. We need 4 rounds. And even then, we're still looking for a good start of the second half. Roman's on A. Roman's on A.
And a second. Yep. He's done a lot of this. He's done a lot of just finding the space and leaving gaps. And oh, they're being so punished. They're being so punished at the tail end of this half. Easy at least gets a shot back, but Alan, this is looking a little over. You need a Herculean play. I mean, these two players have been incredible. Stein and Easy, but their positions are now known. Gotta be massive multi-kills here. And with a double play in towards Hut, they're coming looking for Stein. They don't want to let him set the engagement. They want to clear him on out and leave the op all on its lonesome. And a desperate stick this time, but it'll require a full 10 seconds. It's not to be. 9 on the trot. We'll be right back.
Better to say goodbye. Why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. So why did you say goodbye? It doesn't matter. We seem too young to understand. For the better. The weather changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends. 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 It doesn't matter. We seem too young to understand. For the better. The weather changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever.
We're back. It's desperation time for Guns. They've come so far. They've had such an incredible run in this qualifier, providing us with upset after upset, incredible play after highlight reel. But it may all come to a close. They couldn't best sAw last time around on Nuke. And the heavy favorites of sAw are now just a few rounds from punching their tickets to ESL Challenger Atlanta.
Feels like destiny at this point. We need magic. We need heaps of that in this qualifier for Guns, but none in this grand final. Ah, and that is the worst possible start.
Okay, Roman. Dos locking this down. The sweetest of rice continuing his run here. Roman's had a monstrous nuke. And he'll finish this pistol round off with a nice shot out at ESP. Well, could be done very quickly here, Alan.
Yeah. I mean, pre-book the flights at this point. Playing so well that we've gone black. Slight issue there.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully,
Uh-oh.
nothing too bad. I hope the GoTV server hasn't gone down. That would be...
It could just be an observer PC crash. Could be any number of things. Hopefully, it's something straightforward like that.
hopefully they pause the
and
game in
not-
time as well. Otherwise, we are missing
Well,
around.
we'll find out. Could be over by the time we get back in. I mean,
It could well be.
these guys play fast.
It could well be.
I think we should heap some more praise on sAw, right? Because this is a team that has just leveled up so massively in the last 3 months, 6 months, whatever you want to say. Their glow up has been tremendous. Going from a team that were, just an afterthought in the community for so long, even in their own region, right? They were the little brother to Movistar in the Iberian region for such a long time. Movistar would regularly come in and yoink their best players. And then this team leveled up. They found some young talent. They took from FTW and enriched their own stores. And then that combination of veteran players and younger fraggers has just led to this rebirth of a truly competitive international squad.
Yeah, I mean, they got a few things. Their average player age is almost 27, which is, for excluding some teams like Falcons, is one of the highest I've seen.
Yeah.
That's very old. They've been a 5-man lineup for a while. Obviously, all of the Portuguese region, which is limited in terms of its player pool. And, in a world where everyone and their mother's trying to build an international team, bring together as many skilled players as possible, with no regard of culture or chemistry or anything, just trying to load up with players, it's very refreshing. And, they're doing things for their region that no team has ever done before. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
if you count all of Iberia, sure, Movistar, but at least in terms of Portugal, they're front runners. And
Even then, yeah, I mean, there was that Movistar run, but if you're considering it for Portuguese CS, this team is delivering the greatest victories for Portuguese CS since Fox was on phase, right? Or Penguin, or whatever they were called.
yeah, but
when
that was
Fox
even
competing.
then, like, is that something to be so patriotic about? Your player, no offense, being the worst player on a team and having some of the best players in the world take him to results. The storyline of sAw building through problems and sniping those players from FTW to build a new look team. Everyone criticized that move potentially at the time because they lost some of their more experienced players. Stododo comes in and out of the lineup and people question whether Story can actually replace him. They proved everybody wrong.
They certainly did. And we're being proven that it might take a little bit more time to get into this. So we're going to take a quick break and hopefully be right back to see if sAw can close this nuke out, or if we might have some more rounds of Counter-Strike. Stick with us, folks.
I'm a wall of danger. I'm addicted to the wild and nature. If you give me your heart, I'll break it. I've been known to lie. I was sitting all alone on the sidewalk when you caught me by surprise. I'm a lone wolf, I die by my own rules. I know when to follow my prey, and now it's right in front of me. Right in front of me. Give me some clarity. First time that we met not long ago. Before you had to get back on the road. We spend every second of the day together. I remember when we talked till 3 a.m. Driving around in town in your old van. Tell stories about who we used to be. I still feel your touch though you're not here. Since you've been gone, you're all I see. Still hear your voice, why don't we speak? I'm running circles. Since you're in my life, I can get no sleep. If you give me a sign, I'll be yours to keep. Just wanna say you're mine and make history. Cause I've been playing blind, wasting all this time, yeah, I need clarity. Give me some clarity. Yeah, I need clarity. Waiting for your call all night and day. Where did we go wrong? Don't wanna wait until you're just a distant memory. I still feel your touch though you're not here. Since you've been gone, you're all I see. Still hear your voice, why don't we speak? I'm running circles. Since you're in my life, I can get no sleep. If you give me a sign, I'll be yours to keep. Just wanna say you're mine and make history. Cause I've been playing blind, wasting all this time, yeah, I need clarity. Give me some clarity.
We're back in. We're back in. Did we miss a round of play here? I think it was. I think we may have.
Give me a sec. I'll
I
work it
think
out.
the issue's been resolved. Either way, all good now. Steim has gotten a kill. It's Desperation Station for guns, and Roman. Oh my goodness. This dude has just had an unreal nuke, and they cannot handle it. Put it in favor of his team once again. Tanier up the ladder. Rosdo's not ready for that. Was jiggling, checking outside, spotting players, thinking they were still far afield, and well, this might be an A plant. It should be an A plant.
This is not an easy retake either. Heaven is a formidable afterplant. And Ujix wants no business. He's going to leave it. Wraps himself into main. Mutiris instead is the player tasked with somehow rooting out his Heaven position. And they're running out of time, man. They need to go.
I think they're saving this. It's pressure on towards the site. They know they've got the long game here.
This is on.
Okay, never mind. 2 quick kills. Now it's definitely on. Yep. There's only 1 kit, though. It's on Jerks. He's the mini player. There's the kill. Plenty of time to get over with that kit and lock this down. Even the swap off to do so. That is map, series, qualifier point. 1 more round. One of the next 9 rounds. And sAw are going to Atlanta.
They played a tremendous qualifier. And this is a qualifier, guys, where a lot of the other bigger names have faltered. It's got to be the case if Guns are in the final. NIP, Sashi, Monty, Aurora, granted a bit of an asterisk, but even them would have been favoured long, far above the likes of Guns. But sAw, outside of isolated maps, have barely put a foot wrong. This grand final has been formidable. Dust2 revitalized, and now on Nuke. They're just reminding us that they are absolutely one of the best teams in the world.
CeeLo's got an interesting bit of space here. They don't know. They don't know. That's a freebie. Now they got some site control here and some numbers. Nades harassing. The HEs are gone. Meteorus and Utrix out of the heaven. Might just be ending this for guns. On the Seltzer now. He faces the first, and it's Jerks to put them through. sAw are headed to ESL Challenger Atlanta. They will come in not just as a team limping through this qualifier. They will not be coming in as a team that's just happy to be there. They come in with trophy aspirations. They come in with the ambitions of winning. They come in as the favorites.
No doubt about it. I mean, you can view this qualifier in a different light. This was their warm-up. This was the prelims.